of War. You've waited months, you've waited years for this game, and now it's finally here. Does it live up to the hype? The answer is yes. Now, what Epic has done is created, quite simply, a masterpiece, and a game that will go down as an instant classic, and it's the killer app that the 360 has been waiting for 1 year after its launch. The key to Gears of War is all about the new cover system. Basically, you're going to be able to attach yourself to any wall, to any tree, to any bombed out Honda Accord on the streets of the planet Sarah, and you're going to be able to stop and pop and move from cover to cover as you take out the Locust Horde. Now, the great thing about this stop and pop gameplay, as Epic calls it, is that you really have to use what I like to refer to as fast tactics. You're going to use flanking maneuvers with your four-man squad. You're going to try and get around behind and to the sides of the Locust. And from behind cover, you're going to have to stop, look up for just a split second, get off a few rounds, and get back into cover. Because on the harder difficulty levels, a few seconds out of cover, and those guys are going to hit you with a headshot, and you're going to go down. Personally, I recommend ditching the casual difficulty level altogether. It's a bit too easy, even though there is a significant challenge down the line in the final stages. The hardcore is a great place to start out because immediately from the very first map, you're going to feel challenged as you work your way through the planet Sarah. Now, the great thing about Gears of War is they've really created a fantastic atmosphere on the planet Sarah and all the different environments you're going to see. You're going to start out on the bombed out ruins of a city, and the architecture just looms over you, these old Greek and Roman inspired temples, just, stories high. And it really is such a beautiful game to look at, just to look at the buildings. And then you're going to move through a village at nightfall, and it's spooky, and it's kind of a survival horror map. Then you're going to go through these glowing mines. You're even going to get in a minecart. You're going to get on a speeding train. It has a ton of great-looking environments, and they all feel distinctly different from each other. My personal favorite aspect of Gears of War is cooperative play. Via split screen, locally, or on Xbox Live, you can play two-player co-op missions all the way through the single-player campaign. And it's really as if Epic designed the game to be a co-op game. And on the single-player mission, it's just that the computer controls your co-op partner. What's great about co-op is together, you're going to work your way up the map. You're going to be able to revive each other when someone's down. You're going to be able to flank on the fly and go through all these basic tactical maneuvers together. And it's tremendous fun. I like it better than even the co-op play on Halo and Halo 2. Now, the versus multiplayer on Xbox Live and System Link, if you want, is pretty great. It's basically a team deathmatch / last man standing, and it's only 4-on-4, and the maps are pretty small, but the action is tight, and you really have to work together as a team in order to win. And I've had some great moments where I've jumped out of my seat screaming because I've chainsawed somebody, and then they chainsaw me right back, and another enemy sneaks up behind me. So you're going to have plenty of fun playing multiplayer. The only problem with it is there's only that basic mode. There's also a kill the leader mode. There's also another mode called execution, in which they have to come up and chainsaw you in order to finish the job. But basically, it's team deathmatch. It's 4-on-4. And I would have liked to see some capture the flag. I would have liked to see even just an 8 versus all original deathmatch. Something other than the team deathmatch concept. Because sometimes I just like to go by myself and chainsaw people. In the end, though, Gears of War is obviously an instant classic. Already, it has my personal vote for Game of the Year. Although the campaign is relatively short, the 3 difficulty levels make for an awesome challenge, and I think beating this game on insane difficulty is going to be right up there with beating Halo on Legendary. It's going to be a feat you're going to tell your friends about, get really excited about. Gears of War doesn't go too deep into the story of the protagonist Marcus Phoenix or the planet Sarah, but you can tell that Epic has created this great atmosphere, and there's going to be sequel after sequel. There'll probably be a movie in the works. It's going to be a huge franchise from here on out, and it is definitely the killer app and a must-have game on the Xbox 360 this year.